All these criteria made me deciding to go to Dalat, and that was 16 years ago. And from today, I am very happy that I have made that selection.
Dalat wine is also a well-known brand. So far, Dalat has got some alcoholic beverage firms, and these firms all want to have the name of Dalat for their brand. Dalat wine is more well-known in 2006, when it was the main drink in the summit of Apex. 21 leaders and thousands of international guests in this summit enjoy the taste of this wine, made from grapes and strawberries, which are familiar tropical fruit produced by Lamdong factory. As well as the products with natural origin, Dalat is known as the center of traditional handicrafts. There are embroideries on silk, on wool, paintings by burned stick pens, hand-made seal, silver rings, potteries by ethnic minorities. Dalat handicrafts have become very cute. From the spirit of artists, every product has got artistic feature. Handicrafts are now becoming more and more improved. Dalat artists are very proud when their embroidered paintings are exhibited in the office of the head of the Maintaining Law Committee of the United Nations. Handmade embroidered paintings and other Dalat handicrafts also exist in offices or houses of a lot of famous leaders, politicians, and businessmen all over the world. Located at a height of 1,500 meters above sea level, Dalat-lamdong has got an average temperature from 12 Celsius degrees to 20 Celsius degrees. The rainy season is from May to October. This favorable condition makes prosperous for animals and plants to exist and preserve. In addition, Lamdong has got a lot of potentiality in developing tourism with pine tree forest, natural lakes and rivers, as well as many other man-made sites. Dalat is one of the towns which is planned generally about construction and architecture. Besides, coming to this highland city, tourists are stepping on various settlement land, on a land of long-time culture of highlanders and a mixture of inhabitants from all over the nation. From these conditions, Dalat can develop a lot of attractive tourist services: resting, culture, sports, excursion, ecology, conference, seminar. From the 1990s, the government has determined Dalat as one of the 10 tourist centers of Vietnam. VIE 89.003 project of the World Tourism Organization has considered Dalat-lamdong as the main place of the third tourist region. The general tourist plan for Dalat till 2020 and the detailed plan for 10 tourist sites of Dalat have already been approved and carried out. In order to quickly develop this non-smoke industry, Lamdong Authority has had a lot of programs. To put tourism into the developing cycle, Lamdong and Dalat have done a lot of positive actions, and these have got effective results. In addition, the province and the city are trying their best to make the town nicer. All activities such as conferences, fairs, and investment promotions have been done to introduce the potentialities, the power of Lamdong to domestic and foreign investors. Lamdong intends to develop tourism with high and stable quality in order to make tourist services the main economy of the locality. The principal point of Dalat is the system of architecture, which is natural and attractive. The attraction of the town is from the pure atmosphere, the special feature of architecture, and the general character of people here. Pine tree forests, flowers, and architectural features of nice old villas cause sadness to Dalat. But this sadness is becoming a speciality and the spirit of Dalat. This sadness is romantic like an evening romance between nature and human. Architects have claimed that there is a museum of French 19th century architecture in Dalat. From the first thatched houses to wooden houses like mountain French houses, Dalat had 398 large concrete villas in 1930. In 1949, there were 1,000 villas, palaces. It is incredible because no villa is like other villas. Each villa is designed differently but absolutely beautiful. All villas have flower gardens built far away from each other. Their views are beyond Pine Tree Forest or Lamdong Mount or any other high sites of the city. These villas, palaces have got the architecture of ancient French regions. Some religion sites which bear mediation features or Gothic features in Dalat nature seem so secret here. Each town has its own architectural features because these show a comfortable life. But only in Dalat, the European architectural villas hidden in the shadow of pine trees and in the middle of a flower garden really show a luxurious life and give admirable feelings for people who live here or visitors. This is the result of man's opinion of going with nature, but not exploiting nature.
Very big market and very good future in Vietnam and in Dalat and so many other places. This is my first visit. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I'm visiting my beautiful girlfriend. And she's brought me to the most antique place where I can visit in Vietnam. It's a beautiful place, and I think people have taken a lot of trouble to do the place up so well. It's very clean. The food is good, the people are very nice, the hospitality is really nice. Safety aspect of it, I think, so far I didn't have any problems. It's good. I'm enjoying it a lot. The weather is beautiful here. And in the future, I want to also introduce a lot of friends in Australia, Melbourne, Australia. And I will take some brochures of Dalat and other cities in Vietnam. And I also have 7 people coming in 2 weeks' time from Australia. And we're going to recommend this place, Dalat.
Coming to Dalat-lamdong, visitors can experience all their wonderful time before the impressive and incredible beauty that both nature and human try to make. It's the tourist sites constructed carefully, but they don't break the beauty of nature, such as the Gold Valley, the Fairy River, Cambry Waterfall, the Valley of Love, Grand Waterfall, Dalat Waterfall, the Dream Hill, Tuen Lam Lake, Dan Kia Gold Riverside, the greenness of the meadows and the romantic Xuân Hương Lake. You can also discover the jungles of Bidu, South Cat Dien, the huge Elephant Mound through tours of excursions, ecological tours, adventurous tours with mountaineering, crossing deep rivers and passing through high waterfalls. Here and there, you can be welcomed by local ethnic minorities. In the nights of wildlife, in the sounds of gong, in the sounds of bamboo pipe, folk dances and folk songs mixing together make you feel more active, more energetic. Visitors can feel themselves soaking in the wild atmosphere. Experiencing and sharing, you can feel in love with the longhouses of the minorities, with the ancient river wharves, with the heroic sounds of gongs and the historic nights. You can never forget the days when you got on with the local cultural activities, when you were guests of the ethnic tribes, of farms, of the nature which seemed so familiar. You can feel attached to the open fire, the pot of wine with your ethnic friends all around. With their naked body, your ethnic friends look so lively, active in life. And fortunately, visitors can take part in some special festivities of the minorities. At night, lying in a bungalow with no light, visitors can watch the stars clearly in the sky. Visitors can imagine about history while listening to the stories of old men of tribes or while looking at their flashing cultural fields. Tribes seem to be decorated with colorful silk, and they are soaked in natural space and the attraction of legends. In order to give satisfaction for visitors who love adventures, Dalat Tourism provides high-class services. Besides the famous hotels and restaurants which existed a long time ago, Dalat has got a lot of high-quality accommodation so far. These are resorts in the middle of the pine tree woods such as Mandara, and 4- or 5-star hotels such as Palace, Novotel, Sami, Ngọc Lan, Saigon Dalat. These places are wonderful to stay, and they always satisfy all needs of visitors thanks to their polite and good staff. Some luxurious restaurants in Dalat are Ming, Phu-dong, Cáp Treo, Gosei Gió. They always satisfy every taste of visitors, and they are parts of tourism development. Eating here, visitors can enjoy nice feelings, good taste, and wonderful sights. In the middle of a romantic nature, the atmosphere of these restaurants is very peaceful, and visitors are served like they are sitting in a European restaurant. Visitors can enjoy dishes made from specialities of the city. And visitors can feel excited when having dishes made from flowers such as artichokes, pergularias, spice herbs. Vegetables from cold land make visitors enjoyable with the feast of different tastes of hundreds of vegetables and thousands of flowers. Bars and cafeterias in this cold city are also places for relaxing and enjoying the visitors. There are no coffee shops like Dalat coffee shops anywhere. These shops are located in the middle of a hill, and the atmosphere is always cool, attractive, and you can't stand leaving once sitting in one.
Well, you know, I arrived in Dalat about 4 hours ago, so I don't know Dalat, but I know Vietnam, you know, and I recognize a development of tourism since I was here for the first time in 1982. In 1982 I was in Vietnam for the first time, and in 1996 the second time, and now I'm here the third time, and of course there is an astonishing development, a positive development, of course.
Lamdong is a precious pearl of Vietnam due to its beautiful landscape and gentle people. Dalat is a city of thousands of flowers. Flowers and plants on this land are not only gifts of nature, but they represent the people's thanks to nature and to anyone who loves their hometown. Every year, this highland city greets millions of visitors from other regions. Among them, thousands are foreigners. At the same time, Dalat flowers are the lovely messengers to many Asian, European, African regions. Dalat flowers are a symbol of this land, and they come into poems, songs of a lot of generations planting flowers, taking care of flowers, watching flowers. Watching flowers has become a cultural activity of Dalat people. Therefore, Lamdong has organized Flower Festival every 2 years. This festival is not only a tourist activity, but is also a national cultural, social, and economic event, and it is spread out to the world. Dalat-lamdong. It is the land of festivities all year round. In addition to festivals, there are also tea festivals every 2 years and other cultural festivities which are colorful events. Lamdong considered these festivities as occasions to give publicity to domestic and foreign investors about the potentialities and the power facts of the province, so investors can give hands in the development of their hometown to make it a center of producing, trading and exporting specialities, and at the same time, it is a wonderful destination for visitors all around. Dalat-lamdong is developing more and it is innovated more and more, so now it is a land with plenty of potentialities which bring a lot of promises to domestic and foreign investors. There are many opportunities of many fields, many trades from industry, from forestry trade to traditional handicrafts, to mineral exploiting, from forestry trade to traditional handicrafts, from commercial services to tourist services, from mineral exploiting to infrastructure, constructing this golden land at the bottom of Zhengsheng Mountain, with its long historic and cultural traditions, is actively stepping in the integrated period. Investors had come and are coming to Dalat-lamdong. They will shake hands and happily cooperate with local government to exploit all value of the potentialities of Lamdong to enrich themselves and for this lovely land. Dalat-lamdong government will try their best to assure all rules to be observed strictly, and they will always warmly welcome all powerful and enthusiastic investors. The nature and the people of Dalat always welcome you with an open-hearted mind. Mountainous people are very hospitable. Flowers on highland are like the first messengers who lead ways for faraway visitors. You can't keep your feelings burst out before this fantastic atmosphere. And one day, when you have to say goodbye to the beautiful peach blossoms, to the prosperous basalt soil, your mind will be empty because of the feeling of missing the most enjoyable time. This land is becoming more and more prosperous, more and more developed, and it will steadily step into the integrated period with other lands. And you promise with yourself that you will return here someday.